Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to your grammar class. Children, all these days we have learned the tenses, articles, agreement of the verb with subject, comparison of adjectives, prepositions, direct and indirect speech, active and passive voice, adverbs. Now, today I am going to teach you types of sentences, types of simple sentences, clauses, and conjunctions. With that, still many other rules and also in conjunctions, how many kinds of conjunctions, where and all it is used. Yes, in your question paper, we have 20 marks grammar, right? Today I am going to give you each and every rule for your 20 marks. Clear? Not only this 20 marks, but also it helps you throughout for your good reading and writing. Okay, children. With this, we will be able to construct proper sentences and you will be ready with functional grammar. Today's class is very important as with the help of this class, you will be learning synthesis of sentences, conditional sentences, sequence of tenses, transformation of sentences 1 and 2, and any kind of sentences to any kind of sentences, that is transformation. Fine, let us start. Types of sentences. Before learning types, let me tell you what is the meaning of a sentence. Group of words or a single word which gives complete sense. Yeah, you already know that arrangement of words into a complete meaning is a sentence. That is, group of words or a single word which gives complete sense is a sentence. Now, a sentence is a grammatical unit of one or more words that starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or its equal, that is exclamatory or question mark. Yeah, always a sentence should start with a capital letter and it should end with a punctuation. It may be full stop, it may be a question mark or one exclamatory mark. Fine. Kinds of sentences. Sentences are classified into 4 types on the basis of their structure. Simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, compound complex sentence. In plural, simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences and compound complex sentences. Fine. What is a simple sentence? Children, if you don't know this, you will never be able to do proper transformation. Not only transformation, but you have another main without using and, but or so. All these grammar comes under this rules. Fine. What is a simple sentence? Simple sentence is very simple with one subject and a predicate. You can see the rule subject plus predicate. Let us see a sentence which has one subject followed by a finite verb in the predicate part is called simple sentence. Fine. With examples, let me tell you. See, some examples are here. The earth moves round the sun. The earth is subject, moves is finite verb and moves round the sun is predicate. Predicate contains the finite verb. Okay? Dogs bark. This is also complete. But here we don't have object. No problem. When I explained you the definition for what is a sentence, in that I told you even one word or two words enough to make a sentence if they are giving us complete meaning. Dog bark or dogs bark. Okay, dog barks. You know V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5 form. Here, dogs bark. Dogs subject, bark is finite verb and also predicate. Now, the baby cried for milk. The baby subject, cried finite verb, cried for milk predicate. Ali brought a car. Okay, Ali is subject, bought is finite verb, bought a car is predicate. Fine. Hope you understood the structure of the sentence. What is a simple sentence? Only you need to remember is simple simple sentence contains one subject and predicate. In predicate, it will be included with finite verb. Always remember, finite verb is very important. Now, compound sentence. Okay, compound sentence, a sentence in which two or more than two main clauses, that is independent clauses, are joined by coordinating conjunction is called compound sentences. See children, compound sentence, it has always two or more than two main clauses. I had asked you to learn what is a clause and what is a phrase, right? So, what is a phrase? A phrase is a group of words that expresses an idea but does not form a complete sentence. Is called a phrase, right? Which does not complete a sentence. In a corner, on the top, on the stairs, in the dustbin. Is it giving us complete meaning? No. But what is a clause? A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a finite verb. It makes complete sense on its own. Okay. Fine. What is a clause? A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a finite verb. In other sense to tell, a clause is a simple sentence. Same condition applies for simple sentence, right children? Yes, you have to by heart these two definitions without miss, and you should be able to recognize the clause and the phrase. Fine. Example, the boys were working in the kitchen. See, the sentence is complete. The pencil is in the dustbin. The sentence is complete. The broom is in the corner. The sentence is complete. Phrase always is incomplete. It never has any subject. Okay. Not even it has verb. But our clause has subject, verb, everything equally to one simple sentence. Fine. Now, what is a compound sentence? A sentence in which two or more than two main clauses, that is independent clauses, are joined by coordinating conjunction is called compound sentences. Yes, again another thing is inserted in this. I will tell you what it is. But before that, a compound sentence has two or more main clauses. How many main clauses? Two or more main clauses. Okay. But it is combined with the help of coordinating conjunctions. Then what is coordinating conjunctions now? Don't know, right? But for your help, let me tell you now. Coordinating conjunctions means fanboys. Oh ho, what is this fanboys now? Very interesting. Fine. Let me tell you what is the abbreviation of fanboys. Okay. F stands for, A and, N nor, B but, O or, Y et, S so. Fine, let me repeat the abbreviation of fanboys, that is coordinating conjunctions, which you will be using in compound sentences. Very easy to remember. In a compound sentence, you will find this fanboys. Okay. Fine. Fan. F for A and N nor. Boys. B but, O or, Y et, S so. So with the help of this, we will be framing compound sentences, and compound sentences you will come across with this fanboys, and these fanboys are the coordinating conjunctions, means the conjunctions which coordinate with the conjunctions which coordinate with the clauses. Fine. You can see in the definition of compound sentence that it will be having two or more main clauses, and these two or more main clauses will be coordinating or understanding or will be going together with each other with the help of coordinating conjunctions, that is fanboys. Children, very important to understand this. Examples of compound sentences. Just now I have given you the list of fanboys, and also I had already explained you what is the meaning of clause and phrase also. The boy entered the room and came out after 10 minutes. Fine. let me just break this sentence into sentences, and then let me show you the coordinating conjunctions connectivity. Fine. The boy entered the room. This is one main clause. The boy came out after 10 minutes. Fine. This is another clause. Now, together, the boy entered the room. Same boy, right? The boy entered the room and came out after 10 minutes. See, we used one coordinating conjunction from the fanboys. So this is compound. Compound means you will find two or more main clauses in this. Hope you understood this first example. Second, he worked hard. He failed the examination. He worked hard but failed the examination. Understood? I am just breaking the sentence into main clauses and then again putting together with the fanboys, that is coordinating conjunctions. I waited for the bus. It was late. Means the bus was late. Fine. I waited for the bus but it was late. See? Contrast sentences are taking but. But. One situation you are doing something. In second clause again the situation is different. In that kind it is but and is to show the togetherness. Study hard. Okay, this is one situation. Sentence is complete. Study is subject, hard is finite verb. It completes one main clause or simple sentence. Correct, children? Otherwise you will fail. Let me explain you. You is subject, will is finite verb, will fail is predicate. Again one main clause. Study hard means if you don't study, otherwise means if you don't do that. Okay, study hard, otherwise, or let me take or here. You can use or also, or otherwise. They give the same meaning. Okay, I know otherwise is not in fanboys, but otherwise is also one conjunction. Okay, in place of otherwise you can use or. Study hard, otherwise you will fail. See, two main clauses came together with one conjunction to give you one compound sentence. Now, in next continuation slides, you will be learning complex sentence. The most important parts of the sentences. Complex sentences. A sentence which consists of a main clause, okay, an independent clause, and one or more subordinate clause, dependent clause, is known as a complex sentence. Fine. Now, again so many grammatical fragments are inserted in this, children. Let me explain one by one. The dependent clause is introduced by subordinate conjunctions. See, you know that main clause has one subject, finite verb, right? And finite verb. But how you will recognize the subordinate clause or dependent clause? It is quite very easy. Your dependent clauses will be starting with subordinate conjunctions. Now, what is subordinate conjunctions? That is again important, right? Let me explain you. Your subordinate conjunctions are after, as, because, before, if, until, while, etc. Or relative pronouns who, that, whom, whose, which. Independent clause, dependent clause. Dependent clause, independent clause. Fine. This is the combination of complex sentences. Clear? You will understand better in further slides. Examples of complex sentences. We won the game because we worked together as a team. Fine. Here two main clauses, but second clause is changed to subordinate clause or dependent clause. See, we won the game. Fine. The whole sentence is one clause. Because we work together as a team. It is starting with one subordinating conjunction, right? Doctors claim that cancer is curable. Doctors claim that cancer is curable. Fine, doctors claim. This is subordinate clause, means dependent clause. That cancer is curable is main clause, right? Now, it is just starting with the conjunction that. For your kind information, THAT, that is also a conjunction. The teacher punished the student. The sentence is complete. The teacher punished the student. Okay, it is main clause. Who told a lie? See, told a lie is a phrase. Who told a lie? It is beginning with one subordinate relative pronoun. Okay, relative pronoun. So it is like subordinate dependent clause. Thieves left the place as soon as they saw the police. Fine. Here also you can see for my students, as and as soon as is very favorite, right? As soon as they saw the police means immediately. Okay. All the thieves left the place. This is complete. Rest is dependent clause with one conjunction. Now, although I broke my arm, it is starting with dependent clause. I still cheered for my team from the sidelines. See, it began from the although, continued with the clauses. Fine. Compound complex sentences. A compound complex sentences consist of two main independent clauses and at least one subordinate, that is dependent clause. Let us see. See here, this is very important to understand. The sentences where we use after. Okay. Many times you fail to use this. But now just observe this. After the two saucer players lost their games, they joined their other teammates for lunch and they went to the movies. See, after, it is also a conjunction. We started with this. After the two saucer players lost their game. Here one clause is over. They joined their other teammates for lunch. Here another clause is over. And they went to the movies. See, three clauses came together with the help of conjunctions. The man believed in the system. Here one clause over. And he knew that justice would prevail. Here the justice will prevail. Here also justice would prevail. Another clause over. After the murderer was sent to jail. See, three clauses are coming together with the help of conjunctions. The team captain jumped for joy and the fans cheered. Hope you are understanding. Because we won the champion trophy. So which is the first clause? If you can repeat. The team captain jumped for joy. Over. And the fans cheered. The fans cheered. Second clause. Because we won the champion trophy. Third clause. These all came together as one sentence with the help of the conjunctions and because. The two, they are used properly and meaningfully. Fine. Here again some examples are given for you. You can read and practice it. I will just read it. You can practice it by breaking into clauses. After the teacher chose groups, Hassan and Muiz were selected as partners for a project. Yet, Hassan did most of the work. Where and all you should break for the clause, I am giving one break. And conjunctions also you can identify. Though Hassan prefers watching comedy films, he rented the latest spy thriller, and he enjoyed it very much. Before Aisha called me, she called her mom. And her mom asked her to babysit her brother. Miniha forgot her friend's birthday, so she sent her a card when she finally remembered. Okay, children. Here, we completed the kinds of sentences. Now, in next slides, again I will be continuing the class. where you will be learning still more. I want to teach you one important concept, that is conjunctions, which stands as base. Here and there I was telling that subordinate conjunctions, that conjunction, this conjunction. But how many varieties of conjunctions we have? Do we know? Really, many children don't know. So, today we will be learning that also. So, class is much awaited.